Eternal Sonata's synopsis is certainly one of the most original in an RPG for quite some time, and you have to wonder how the guys at Crescendo cooked it up. Besides taking place in a land conjured up by one of Poland's greatest musical sons, Frédéric Chopin, as he lies dying of TB in the French capital, the synopsis of Eternal Sonata features complex nods to everything from The Wizard of Oz, The Matrix, environmental issues, and the struggle between dark and light. Not exactly light gaming before bedtime then. As you'd expect from a game world that takes place in the mind of one of the greatest piano composers of all time, music and time runs through every thread of Eternal Sonata. From the name of characters, polka, beat, allegretto, salsa, march, tuba, and waltz are just a handful. Environments including Castle Fort, the battle system, and of course, audio by Chopin. You won't lose sight of music and time at any point in the game. Without a doubt, one of the most beautiful video games, certainly on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, Eternal Sonata's intricate character models look hand-drawn and lovingly painted, resembling book illustrations. The environments are bright, hyper-saturated in color to the point where you'll almost be tempted to turn down the settings on your TV. Even the sewers offer a full palette. And the camera work when the character roams around the hillocks and open-air environments is incredibly smooth and enchanting. Many elements that have featured in Japanese RPGs since time immemorial are of course in Eternal Sonata, such as the extensive use of story-driving cutscenes and sometimes dodgy dialogue. But the game also continues to deviate from the standard train of thought for the genre. There aren't any ambush battles from monsters, instead they populate the game world, allowing players to dodge them at times, though they'll chase the party for a short time if you get too close. Dropping ambush battles at least means that players won't have to suffer the infuriating run 2 meters into another battle, run 2 meters into another battle, stop-start gameplay that usually dogs the genre. But where Eternal Sonata really succeeds rests with the battle system, which borrowed bits of classic and often ploddingly repetitive turn-based combat typical of Japanese RPGs, and makes it much more enjoyable. Like much within the game, music of course plays a key theme in combat, in this case molding a turn-based system into more of a time-based battle system. During the battle sequences, players are given a few seconds to decide what their next move should be with a particular character before making it, referred to as tactical time. Additional seconds are then given to players depending on the experience of the party, where they can move freely around the battle arena in an attempt to fight an enemy or to get out of their way before it's their opponent's turn to move. 7 chapters that chart the party's quest to first of all confront the Wizard of Oz Count Waltz, for reasons as diverse as high taxes to the increase in destruction of the environment. Eternal Sonata's storyline at times is compelling, but equally preachy. Talk of taxes, death, light pollution, and the taking of substances litter the game and can be off-putting at times. Keeping sight of the fact that the game is set in the dream world of Chopin, Eternal Sonata features brief dips into the composer's biography and portfolio, unlocking key pieces, such as revolutions and raindrops, and even naming the chapters after them. Certainly not going to be a game that you'll go back to once it's polished off, but its extended gameplay, typical to most RPGs, means that for tens of hours, Eternal Sonata will never fail to push you into carrying on.